Hello, beautiful people of the internet. Welcome back to Dare Mode. Oh boy, we've reached an interesting spot here. I don't know if or when progress may or may not happen on this mode. And that is stressing me out a little bit. It's not stressing me out a lot because I'm enjoying the crap out of just getting to play the game, the early game here. And I'm enjoying myself. I like getting to play this game at all. I like getting to play the game and make videos about it. I like being able to be thoughtful about the game, and this mode provides that in spades because each day I get to say, oh god, I can only step in this room 3 times. Oh god, I have to keep 40 footsteps or 20 footsteps. All that stuff. But I want to acknowledge, despite all of that, I am a little bit stressed about the fact that I don't know how we make headway on this. I kind of am operating under the assumption that it's going to require a little bit of luck. A little bit of RNG, if you will. I basically think the big thing is that I need to get foundation, and I don't know how to make foundation appear other than get it. So we have a couple other things we're working on, which is, trying to get sledgehammers so that we can unlock either some extra levers in weight room or secret garden. However, so those are the 2 big things I would say: foundation and then that. I was also thinking about last stream I was talking about, or last recording I was talking about Blackbird's Grotto, and then I was like, oh yeah, duh. The way you open that is laboratory. So there's still a laboratory sort of question happening. That's a sledgehammer right there. So what are we going to do in this specific episode, this specific run? Well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to crack open a Coca-Cola and give myself some caffeine because I need some more caffeine. Second thing we're going to do is debate where we go from here. I'm kind of thinking we go Nook so that we get the key. We have metal detector, meaning we're going to find some extra stuff this run. So if we were thinking, hey, how can I just draft the best room possible? How can I have the best run possible? Right now, despite the fact that we have workshop and we have gyms, despite the fact that we have workshop and it has a sledgehammer in it, I would say our odds of making a powered sledge are very low. The reason for that is the workshop has to be our source of battery pack and or broken lever, and we got neither from there. So I think this run is mostly probably more related to foundation and or the upgrade discs that are always a possibility. So with that in mind, here's what I'd like to do. I think our best bet is actually just to get as many resources as possible and to go as far north as possible. We have metal detector, which makes that more likely, or more help. There's the upgrade disc, but we don't have the money for it. Fuck, I don't have any money. Do I spend 3 coins here? Probably don't. Have to take chapel. Now I'm gonna have even fewer coins. I'm gonna buy the gem. So basically, like, if I'm reading the field, right? What we have going for us this run, metal detector means that we get enough resources that might push us a little bit farther north. And we don't have access to powered sledge this run. So I think we go for just going as far north as possible. We also don't yet have car keys, for instance, so we can't get the garage thing. We don't have enough money so far to buy anything from commissary, although if we could find a way to make some money, that would be great. That'd be really good. Let's draft parlor here and then draft here. There is garage, which will give us keys, which is not bad. If we got car keys, we could then also potentially come back. I think that's probably fine. Keys is a huge victory for us. Now the thing we really need, honestly, is security. Because the thing that is going to stop this run is drafting red rooms, like usual, and footsteps, like usual, and then key card. If I get some key card stuff, that could be a problem. Key card doors. So let's get some gems here. 6 keys, a bunch of gems is pretty good for us. Black box is not empty. Statement on the black box is true. A box with a false statement contains the gems. If true, then false. Which makes this also false. So this cannot be true. This must be false, I think. Which would make this false, which would make this the true statement. No. Wait, we have to back up. If this statement is false, a box with a false statement contains the gems. That would mean a box with a false statement does not contain the gems. Meaning, the gems must be in a box with a true statement, I think. If false, then gems must be in a box with a true statement. Meaning, this statement would be incorrect. False. But this can't be false, and this be false, and this be false. So then this must be true. Which makes this true. Meaning it's in here? But if this statement is false, if the gems are in here, then this statement is false. Or then this statement is... Sorry, the black box is not empty. The false version of that is the black box is empty. So I think it's in here, right? Did I just fuck myself up? Probably. No, I got it. Okay. God damn. We take corridor here. We're going to go as far north as we can. We're going to hope for security along the way. Didn't get it, but we can take spare room. We have so many resources. If we got weight room right now, that would honestly be okay. We'll take music. Oh, I think we'll take music room here. Probably. Boudoir gives us a gem, but it goes the wrong direction. It goes towards the dead end, towards the wall. Secret garden key stresses me out these days. This is our last gem, which sucks. But boiler room powered. Or boiler room here would be nice. The thing about this is that I can't actually access that door yet because I haven't done all the power stuff. I can do the power stuff, but let's do it. Or at least let's take a look at it because I also have a shovel if there's anything to dig down here. There's not. Okay, so what do we got to do? Turn this on. Turn that so that it feeds over here. We need to turn... It's over here, then that feeds the door and also that box. That feeds the walkway and also this thing. Which means we can get across the walkway. Nope, we need to do the elevator. Oh my god. Having to resolve this is funny. We need to do the elevator first. The elevator is solved by... doing what again? Doing this, which powers that. How do I power the fucking elevator again? If you power this, then you turn it. You turn power on. You can send it to the right, which can then turn the elevator on. Which can then allow me, if this is rotated, to... No, that doesn't work. Hold up, 1 second. You can turn this one on, which either powers the door, or I need to... Okay, I think that's everything. Then we just have to go back down and put it in the position that we want it, right? We want that walkway over there. This counts as a permanent upgrade of sorts. Basically, if we do this work once, we don't have to do it again. Is what I mean by that. That gives us the walkway, which is what we want. It takes power up. You currently take power this way. You take power that way. And then if we can go upstairs, we can turn the third boiler to facing the thing. Meaning now we should also have all 3 power here. Let's activate it. Oh, I get to determine which direction it goes. I forgot. We don't currently have the door open, which we should figure out. Why is the door not open? It's locked. We'll use a normal key. Fuck. I have to take archives. I just realized foundation, we don't know if it has a cost or not, right? We don't. I don't remember. You just do this. That works. I can't take this because I don't have any gems. There's our red room. Minus 26 down to 27. Okay. This run has... What is a possible... This is always the point where the only possible win for me is if I can get foundation, I believe. That is a normal door. I can't tell. That looks like a normal door. I think this is 3 normal doors. We're going to take these and hope that we get foundation in one of them. And hope that foundation doesn't cost money. Or gems, because I don't know if it does. Have to take this. Dark room. We can come back to that one. 26 footsteps. I'm going to take this random one and see what it is. Dining room could be interesting here, actually, because rank 8, we're on rank 7. That keeps this run alive in a really interesting way. I'm going to try it. Hope this wasn't a red room. I see salt shaker. We don't have food, though. We need to go through this room first. Okay. Got to take furnace. I have to... This is still our first time in archives. So... But it will be our second time when I come back out. Oh, we just powered furnace. Holy shit. Forgot about that. Okay. Second time in archives. Okay, so this room now has food in it, which is cool, because that's not a thing we've ever actually accomplished before. 23 footsteps, but it's about to go way up. I also can draft from this room. I don't have gyms still. Gyms is the thing we're out of. This run is probably not going to end up in permanent, in a permanent upgrade. But this is still our most successful run yet. The question here is if I use the fucking, do I do it? I can test the bug. People did say it was a bug. I don't know if it's a bug that happens every time or if it's a bug that just happens some of the time. I think we have to use the normal key. A lot of red. Okay, so technically I can draft lavatory here and then go back and try and draft through dark room, but that would be the end of... I could also go into weight room and draft twice, so let's do that. Take lavatory. I won't step in there. We've not been in weight room yet. Oh, draft once, because that is locked. Don't think I can use a secret garden key there. I don't have any... This is key card, so that's interesting. Is there something else I'd rather put inside of... Coat check. Yes. A broken lever or a battery pack. I'm gonna grab this. Maid's chamber, dead end. This has been an interesting run. I don't have enough money to buy the upgrade disc. I don't have the car keys to get garage. I don't have foundation despite being all over the 7th and 6th ranks. That said, I go out and I check key card and then I come back. We still have the ability to potentially draw one more time. I'm going to check key card because I still think it's the safest bet for my long-term improvement. If we go dining room, archives, dark room, none of these should be our final times in these, or none of them should break the bank, although they are our final times in each room. So I can draft one more time. It's locked. I don't have a gem. I don't know if foundation costs. So we have to pick this one. There you go. That's the run. If I step back into archives, it ends. So we call it a day and we try again tomorrow. Cool. Not a bad run, honestly. Like, we gave ourselves some chances. I think that the way foundation works, and I could be wrong, is that when you get up in the like 6th, 7th, 8th rank, probably, I don't think it makes sense for it to be any earlier, the game probably gives you a small chance of drawing it. I don't think you can draw foundation, for instance, in every... We know this for a fact, because it would not make sense for you to be able to draw foundation in some positions. Directly off the entrance hall makes no sense. Also, you have to be able to get into the back of foundation to be able to turn on the elevator. So, it can't be... And it has 3 doors. So it can't be in the western or eastern wing. It has to be in these middle slots, I think. And I highly doubt it can be in like C8, because that spot... I mean, maybe it is if... I don't know. I don't know if it's possible. That'd be an amazing place to have it, honestly. But, okay, we go again. I feel like this, despite the fact that I'm a little bit at the mercy of the randomness in this mode, I do feel like it is sharpening my skills in some ways. I also feel like I've been playing the game for so long that in some ways my abilities are just dull because it's been I've forgotten more things than I have learned, or I've forgotten slightly fewer things than I have learned, but I've learned a lot. You can take shelter to get a computer. The problem if you take shelter to get a computer is that you don't get the tomb upgrade disc. So I'm just gonna keep taking tomb and hoping and praying that we can fucking get the upgrade disc from I'm going back. I don't know if this is the smart play. I'm going to try going to tomb later in the run to get more money. The only thing I could really spend that money on would be an upgrade disc, but that'd be nice. I'd love to do that. Okay. Same old here. Let's go for corridor to get to the conservatory spot. Let's go chapel because I have to. I gotta be very careful about my gems. Go billiard room so that we get a key. But we're gonna go this way first. See if I can't get conservatory. Nope. Do bedroom. Every time I take parlor room, I make the next parlor puzzle a little harder. Which, unfortunately, we've been going for a while in this game mode. We're on day 20-something. Unfortunately, we have probably about 18 parlor games successfully done, meaning they're not getting any easier. I still think I can get them most of the time, but, you know, it's still... kind of want to take these dead ends because then I would have a quick way. This gives me 15 coins exactly if I take it. Let's bet on that. Let's take storeroom and then go outside and bet on this. We're going to take a gamble, which is right now I have 5 coins. I will have 10 from tomb. I am not going to step inside of chapel. And then I'm going to try to go through billiards room and draft commissary and then security. That would give me 2 upgrade discs, which is tempting. I feel a little bit like I might be a fool for trying to chase upgrade discs because, oh boy, are they not very... I don't know how actually helpful they are. They aren't enormous upgrades. The good news is the earlier you get them, the more effective they are. Because if you get one, every time you draft Diced Bedroom from then on, it's a much better room. A 3 times better room. But I don't know. I'll probably get an upgrade for a room I barely visit, if I'm being honest with you. This also costs a lot of footsteps to do this. But that's okay. Okay, we have an upgrade disc. The computers are laboratory, office, security, and shelter. So I really have only 3 rooms I can get on a normal run. Security is very common. Laboratory I have seen, I think, once. Office I think I have seen once, but did not take it. So I think it's just got to be security. Our goal right now is commissary and or security. Both are big wins. Security costs 1. Commissary costs 1 gem. We have 3 gems. Can't step foot in chapel, but that's okay. Or we don't want to. But that's okay. We're going to have some keys from billiards room. We have 5. We have 9. We have 5. This is 6 squared is 36 minus 20 is 16. That's the shop, so I got excited, but it's not the shop we want. Nook gives us a key, and we are already in a little bit of danger of running out of junctions. Yep. Damn. Well, Observatory gets us a permanent upgrade. Parlor Room gets us a couple gems. Let's take Observatory. It's a small permanent upgrade because it's just a extra star, but that can help. That can help, especially once we get to 50. I better not be playing this freaking game at 50. We'll take Pantry because it gives us the extra footsteps and the wiggle room to walk into Chapel. Our run is no longer dead. We have 19 coins, meaning I can step into Chapel and things will be okay. Okay. So, 2 drafts. Actually, I can't go through that door. So, 1 draft. There's commissary, and it's all dead ends. God damn it. A dice. A die, I should say. Okay, we go again. I'm going to start making maybe I should draft Shrine and start making offerings to the RNG gods. Please. Bless me. Is it worth... At this point, I'm questioning. Is it worth looking after a single Sanctum key? Because I kind of said no after I remembered that Sanctum keys existed. I kind of just default said, nah, not worth it at all. But... one of the vaults, clock tower puzzle, reservoir. Music room if you draft it quite late. What's the easiest one there? I mean, probably getting lucky with vault, but that's not easy. That's just getting lucky. Probably clock tower, but that room is rare, and I have not seen it yet. It's the one that if I draft the room, I can absolutely do it. I can't remember what station and down below. One of those is the like bunker. Is the other one the draining the reservoir entirely and then it's inside of the chests? Because we could use Pump Room to drain the level to allow us into bunker. But still, that's, I don't know. None of these strike me as particularly easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. Okay. My hot take from looking at that list is I think I'd rather than try and chase any of those things, I think I'd rather just keep trying for, at least for now, keep trying for Foundation. I don't think I actually want Shrine. I don't think, although Shrine might be more than its... Shrine... How do I phrase this? Right now, I don't have the money to do Blessing of the Monk with 78 coins. So it becomes an unknown. I don't know what I'm getting. However, it probably is worth experimenting what 4 does. 4 coins. Because at the very least... if I get something I like, the next couple of days are better. And if I don't, I do get some information. So. Let's try this and see what happens. Let's try this and see what happens. Blessing of the High Roller. Each time you draft a shop room, you gain a die. Gain 5 extra coins each time you roll a die. That is pretty great. 3 days of High Roller. Okay, so... Four coins equals High Roller times 3. That was worth it. That's the best 4 coins I've spent in a long time. 1000%. Dice are an enormously valuable resource to me right now when I really don't have any other way of re-rolling rooms, and I can very easily get backed into a corner. Okay, that feels good, right? That feels good to me. I don't know. Feels good to me. You may be sitting there and be like, if only you'd have put in 3 coins, you'd have gotten something even better. But I don't know that. So for now, I feel pretty happy with that. I should have drafted all 3 rooms. I don't know what I'm doing. Conservatory. Beautiful. I didn't even look at the other rooms. I'm glad none of them are red. What do we have here? Dining room, study, and drafting studio. Dining room is currently standard. Study is unusual, which study is a source of a gem because it has a key in it, or a safe in it, and allows me to regain a drafting method. So I think that is needs to be increased in rarity. Does it need to be commonplace or standard? Commonplace is pretty goddamn commonplace. But I don't see this room at all right now, and I would rather see it too much than too little. Drafting studio is rare. Some of the rooms you get from drafting studio are great. I don't know that I want to see it. It has a cost as well. I think probably at this point put it standard, and then we can just we can change its rarity after we've drafted it enough times, right? You can change its rarity in this room after you have seen it a number of times. I think dining room standard is good. It's a junction, which I like, but I don't want it to be commonplace and be the second room that I draft in each run. I want it to be the 10th room that I draft in each run. That feels good. Coat check, I don't have a good item for you. But this would be an excellent place to put coat check should I ever need to come back. Also, I think I'm ready to take keycard out of here and leave it out of here. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm retrieving. God, this mode was made for overthinkers, which I certainly am. I'm retrieving keycard because then I can actually get it in break room, which is way more likely to be helpful to me. I'm drafting here. If I put workshop here and I get what I want, I can go in, grab the item I want, come back out, put it in coat check, and call it a day. And that's a successful day. Because that will be my 4th time through Den. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. 1, 2, 3. Check it off. 4. Let's see. Let's see what we get. If we don't get it, then we won't go here. That is a compass. So we're not going to go there. Gotta take chapel. Then I will take probably Nook. Get a key. I guess we take Corridor. There is study. I don't want it right here because it's a dead end. I can't... Workshop is also basically a dead end unless I can link it up. I can't go back to workshop because I can't go through den again. So, bedroom closet gives us 2 items. Patio goes the right direction. It gives us a gem we can't use. I don't have a shovel. Let's take patio. Okay. This room is probably not the most useful to me because it doesn't actually give me anything. It cost me a gem and it didn't actually give me anything, but I can get gems later with parlor. Which way do I go? Guess we'll go this way. The empty boxes both have true statements. The blue box has a true statement. This box contains the gems. If the empty boxes both have true statements, was true, this would be empty. This would also be true, and therefore empty. This would be false. So this box cannot be true. This box has to be false. If that box is false, this box is 1000% false, meaning this box is true. It's not just 100% false, it's 1000% false. I don't know what that means. I don't know how one is 1000% false, but I know that it is false. Okay, bedroom here's fine. I've determined that the ideal type of room for this method, for this set of dares, is a room that has 1 entrance and 1 exit. Because if you have 1 entrance and 1 exit, you never have to double back through that room more than once. You can double back once, but you don't have to double back more than once. Den is a terrible room for this mode because you have to go through to get to conservatory and through to get to workshop, and then you still have to... So then you can't come back, ever. Let's take billiards room. We'll do a quick little math puzzle. 2. 12. 24 divided by 8 is 3. I don't know why I said that like that was a question mark. 10 minus 6 is 4. 8, 4. It's my least favorite key. Maybe I should put that in code check so that I never fucking see it again. Study's not gray here. Storeroom's not gray here. We'll do kitchen, sure. Oh, this is immediately active. Blessing of the High Roller is immediately active. This is very nice. This is very nice. We need keys. We are very low on keys, and we don't have a lot of gems either, for that matter. But let's take pantry. Coins, food. 1 entrance, 1 exit. It's a beautiful thing. Oh, I don't have enough keys. Fuck. Well, I did say that would be a problem, and it was. I'm going to buy 2 bananas. The meal of champions. 2 bananas. Okay, now we get to go to patio. It does have dig spots, like I imagined. It has a gem. Shout out, because a gem happened here too. So it does give us a gem, even though it also cost a gem. So please don't be locked. Music room is our best bet here. Taking this gives us a dice, but a die. Take music room. I can't believe I have a die. I'm all out of sorts. I need to remember that I can actually use my die if I need to. I can roll a die if I need to. Oh, we have to roll a die because these are all dead ends. We have to take archives. This run is not going well. I don't have any likely candidates for anything amazing. Like I don't have a likely candidate for yikes. For getting to foundation, I'm pretty far along and not very close. I also don't have an upgrade disc or a computer, neither. Now I have both archives and dark room. They're studying. We can open this key, treasure map. If only I had a something to dig with. We can open this chest. A permanent upgrade of a sort. What's the password again? 1208. Cool. And unfortunately, that's the run. I love how it gives you the red letter even if you don't read it. Okay. Well, it's been strikeout after strikeout after strikeout. And to continue the baseball analogy, so far in today's episode, it has been strikeout after strikeout. And I haven't even really seen any good pitches. I've seen one okay pitch. We had a run that I thought might give us foundation, but no luck. I have not seen any security. And if I see security, then maybe I can put an upgrade disc in there. We're striking out and not getting thrown strikes, which means we must be swinging and missing. and we're also swinging at pitches we shouldn't be swinging at. So I don't know. The baseball analogy doesn't cast us in a good light. I'm having the time of my life, though. What do we want ideally out here? Probably tomb. Probably tomb, maybe shrine. Or sorry, shelter. If I take trading post right now, I get a die. And I can trade in my microchip. So I think we may take this. Car keys. That's a win. We're going to keep car keys because it has a gem and a upgrade disc in it. We have it. Okay, I think our goal for this one has to be garage plus computer. I think we're doing a decent job. Maybe I'm not. Maybe you know things that I don't. Maybe you have ideas that I don't. I think I'm doing a decent job of like changing strategy run after run depending on what we get. Right now we have car keys. That changes everything. We want to go for whatchamacallit? We want to go for garage and security. Garage has to be on the west wing. I think coat check right here is really nice. It's weird, but I think it's nice. We can put anything in there if we need to, including our car keys if this run goes south. Here, same shit with workshop. That is a battery pack. So I feel like walking in, grabbing battery pack, coming out, walking in, coming back out, and putting battery pack in there is not a bad move. So let's do it. Battery pack and coat check is the way. Then we got, if I take commissary, I get another die. Dining room is a great junction here. It's free. I'm going to need some keys and some gems to make the garage thing work. Let's work on gathering the resources we need to then make the garage thing work. We'll do dining room. That is a computer. We truly have to take that, right? We cannot pass up on computers. Ideally, right here, we draft boiler room. Let's do the math, though. To get back to laboratory, if I draft here and step out of it, that's a problem. Because then I have to... That'll be 1, 2, 3. No, it actually works out okay. It works out okay. Assuming that dining room doesn't become the problem. We can also run an experiment, which does not hurt. I'm getting nervous because this could be a good one. I think, oh boy. Okay, so we don't want add 3 aquariums to today's draft pool because aquarium has a cost and I don't have enough gems. On the other hand, it would be really interesting to solve this mode because I have to pick aquarium when it shows up. It would be really interesting to do something that allowed aquarium to keep getting added to the draft pool and then just picking aquarium and junctioning all over the place. I don't think I can do that. I would say either number 1 or number 2. This is the one that is most immediately beneficial. Immediately gain 1. It's also the one that gets you the least overall. Archived floor plan, I hope I don't grab those, but if I do, then I would get a bunch of other things like keys and gems and dice. I think I like this one. I don't see drawing room a lot, but let's take, while drafting, if you draw a drawing room floor plan, you gain a key, a gem, or a die. It has the potential to be helpful to me 5 or 6 times or more, which would be amazing, even if not likely. Okay. We have no resources right now. One gem, 1 die. We have a computer. Parlor is not a dead end. It gets us 3 gems, which is really good. I think we probably need to do that. Theoretically, it gets us 3 gems. I do have to solve the puzzle. This feels like a good run. I need to pay attention to the pitch I'm being thrown right now. White box is true. The other 2 boxes are false. The other 2 boxes are empty. If true, then true, which doesn't work. If false, then the other 2 boxes cannot be false. If the statement is false, then this box is false. Meaning one of the other 2 boxes has to be true, is basically what the variation of that is. We know this one's false. We know this one would be, in that case, false. That would make this one true, meaning it has gems inside of it. Does that work? I think it works, right? I'm always so doubtful, and then it works. Okay. Nook is good because we need it. The goal here, I need to remember that the goal here is garage because we have car keys. Commissary gets us an extra die. A die might be more important than anything else later, but I don't know that for a fact. Let's do it, though. Let's play to the advantage of our blessing right now. Gem, salt shaker, sledgehammer, metal detector. Using a die gets me money, is what I'm sitting here thinking. Bedroom closet gets us 2 items, which is probably the most helpful in this situation. Footsteps wouldn't be bad. Money wouldn't be bad. Money's not terrible. I mean, we didn't get the upgrade disc. That's the big thing. The thing I really wanted was, if we get upgrade disc here, the thing I was thinking, and I didn't say it out loud, is if we roll commissary and get a second die, and then that commissary has upgrade disc in it, I can use the dice to get a bunch of coins and put me very close to buying the upgrade disc. We didn't get it, so none of that matters. So commissary becomes less important. Money becomes less important. Now the goal has to be garage. So I need items that can help me make that happen. Sleeping mask and a die are both fine for that front. Sleeping mask, decent. Die, amazing. Okay. So the plan now is walk through. We can draft over here. However, that's decent. However, if I leave this room, things could get a little sketchy. What I mean by that is, if I walk out of this room into guest bedroom and then have to come back, I no longer have access to dining room, aka laboratory. So I'm 99% sure my sleeping mask requires me to step into the room. And I'm pretty sure guest bedroom doesn't give you the steps until you actually... But no, wait, hold up. Does it? Because this one says whenever you enter this room. Let's test it. This is the room I would pick either way. That's what I thought. Weight room, you lose half your steps, whether or not you enter the room. It is not an entry room. Guest bedroom, you do not gain 10 steps unless you enter the room. It does not have entry as the type of room. I fucking hate it. There's an item over there. I can't tell what it is. I think it's a magnifying glass. I don't hate it. I just am mad because it's not working in my favor. It's bullshit, I say. We're going to go over here. We're going to deposit battery pack. This is a win of a run no matter what, because battery pack has been checked. Workshop just got more valuable to us because it's possible it could work next time. Now we have to finagle our way using 3 dice and 0 keys over here towards a garage. Towards garage. I think it's got to be corridor. Does garage cost money? I should have asked this. The first question I should have said is, does garage cost gems? It does. It costs 1 gem. So we have to keep a gem on us. We have to select a red room. Here's the other thing. Gems don't help us. Dice don't help us on the red room thing, because you always have to draft a red room when one is drawn. So I'm pretty sure if a red room appears here, we have to take it. Bedroom here gets us footsteps, which would be really nice. And it costs us nothing, despite the fact that I want to do this right here and I want to do this right here. That said, we should be, let's double check. We should be at like 9 stars. So I think we get Clavis, a key, plus 1 gold. So we would pay a gem. Oh, sorry, I didn't show you guys. We're at 9, so you get 8 plus 1. Which is not great. In order to spend a gem, you spend a gem in order to get a key. And then that's my last gem. I think we got to play safe on my gems. Coin purse. Got a couple extra footsteps because of sleeping mask. Thank you. West wing here is awesome. It's also the only thing I can do. Nook doesn't work. I could always use a die, but I think we need to get to rank 4 before we try for garage, because I don't think I've seen it any earlier than that. Could be wrong. Should I draft this room or should I just go? We'll try it. Storeroom gets us a key in a gym, which is amazing. If I step in there, that's my second time back in West Wing Hall. If I go get something and then I leave, I think I'm okay. So we do storeroom. I think, right? I hope I'm not messing this up. God, we are fighting tooth and nail to get garage. And if we're not going to get it, it's going to be a real bummer. Okay. So I think here we take... I do love the idea of foyer here. But I think we take Din. Please don't be locked. I have a key. Never mind. We're good. We're good. We're good. I have a key. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Please don't come up with a red room. That's the one we really don't want. I'm going to redraw. Oh, boy. We have 2 more. I could take conference room here, and I can still do it. I like that idea a lot. I'm going to do conference room. Nothing about that is dumb, right? I think that's all good. I think this all works. It's a coupon book. I don't know that I want to draft here in case it's a red room like furnace, and then I have to take it, and then I ruin my chances. I just want to draft here, and I have 3 opportunities. 1. Garage! No! We have 1 more opportunity. Probably. No. Do I try and draft these other rooms here? Like here? I don't know what it'll even do for me. I mean, study gets me the ability to... Study's not bad at all, because it allows me the ability to redraw some more, so... in darkroom, the key here is draft a room that has a cost of 1. Oh, it's fucking locked. You absolute piece of shit. And this one's locked, and I don't have any more keys. God damn it. Do I go back to code check and do I chuck car keys in there? Let's think here. Let's set garage aside because I don't think it's gettable. What is the best outcome for me right now? For this run. Probably whatever we put in coat check. Battery pack's pretty good. I would really like to be able to make the red sledgehammer and get weight room and break that wall, because that makes it... That solves one of our antechamber problems. One of the best antechambers to get. So battery pack in coat check is probably already the right call. So the other only good outcome is getting foundation, which I can't really do because I'm not very close, but I can keep trying. Yikes. Can I redraw here? Oh, I can't test it, because if I test it and I'm wrong, I lose my battery pack in coat check. So we have to take gymnasium. And then we have to call it a day. Okay. Well, we got one good thing, which was battery pack in coat check. And it's tiny progress, tiny progress. I am going to keep recording, but for at least just another run, but I do have to pee, so I'll be right back. Okay. The struggles continue. Let's do it. At least one more day. I keep just thinking, like, what could I do differently? What could I do differently? I don't know that there's an answer. I mean, there's probably, like, you know, there's always, like, well, you could have drafted this room and drafted this junction instead of that junction. But I really don't think there's any, like, large... I just keep saying the same thing, which I apologize for. But that thing that I'm saying, we'll take shelter here, is that I just keep saying, thinking to myself, no, come up with a different strategy, and that will increase your odds of making the types of progress that you are seeking. And I think the right answer is nope. What will help you make that progress is more runs until you get lucky. We can take... So this run is our last run with high roller. So what we have benefiting us is potentially a good amount of money if we can draft shops that then give us dice that we then turn into money. So until we learn something else, I'm going to say... Grab workshop here. I'm going to say shooting 4. That's a sledgehammer. So all we need now is a broken lever and a coat check, and then we can do it. Until proven otherwise, I'm going to assume that we're going for the commissary upgrade disc. And go from there. Alongside of all of the other goals we're always going for. Bedroom here. Let's do bedroom. Sleeping mask? Probably doesn't work for the room I'm in, right? That's all right. Someday I'll step backwards through this room. That's a dead end. Maybe I won't step backwards. Should we take this? I've always been a gambler. Give me 3 keys, please. God dang it. Okay, we got a lot of money. And no keys. We have enough money to buy the commissary upgrade disc right now. We'll take We'll take hallway. Probably should have taken den, but billiard room gets us the key that we need. This gets us another key and goes to the same place. We'll take boudoir. And we will probably come back for that. Oh, yeah. I got money today. Nine. Here's a thought I'm having right now. Maybe we should take shelter every time we see it, because getting the computer might be the harder part of getting the upgrade discs. There's multiple upgrade discs you can get. There's really only like 1 1/4 computers that I can get each run if you don't include shelter. Office I've never seen. Lab I've seen twice. Security I see occasionally. Between all of those, I think it's about the odds of getting about 1 computer a run, maybe. And I don't always get it. Probably more like 0.75. In fact, I don't get it all that often. 17 minus 9 minus 6, so minus 15 is 2 times 10 is 20. 6, 5, 15, 3. 20, 14, 28, 4. Beautiful. Silver key? I would have taken a normal key. That would have been great. I don't know that I want rooms with lots of junctions, if I'm being honest with you. Watch me get garage this time. Just watch it happen. Just watch it happen. Just wait. 3, 2, 1. I fucking called that shit. Why? Why have you forsaken me? Okay, the best way for us to get keys, for sure. Our goal right now is to get commissary, because if we get commissary and it has upgrade disc, we can make off like a bandit. Other upgrade discs that we could get this time would be Great Hall with Foyer, Garage with car key. So the ones I'm chasing are Great Hall, Garage, Commissary. Tomb doesn't count right now. I think those are the main ones. And again, I really don't know that I should be chasing upgrade discs, because I don't know that they're a worthwhile resource to focus on, because I don't know how super helpful they are. But here's the thing: I'm not getting close to rank 9 right now. Here's why I think they're valuable. I'm not getting close to room 46 right now. I'm running out of steps, gems, keys, all the things. This is one of the best, most direct ways to potentially affect that. We take kitchen here because it gives us a die, which is very helpful, that we can then use to try and roll commissary when we need it. We can also get footsteps here. We have the money for that. $8 for 15. That's too many. We could buy 1 banana. 1 banana. That's our budget. Probably spare room. I'll start worrying about coat check if we can find a broken lever, which we have not been able to find yet. Okay, we got an apple and a wind-up key. The gems are not in this box. The gems are in this box. The white box is true. If true, then also true, then also true, which is a problem. So, false. False. False, meaning they have to be in here. Or sorry, true, meaning they have to be in black. I think. We've certainly got better at these over the course of the time. Hold up, shit. This would be a fine place to put a silver key. I probably should have used silver key to attempt to get foundation. But that is a problem I cannot go back in time to try and solve. Dang. Okay. If you take closet and you get like car key, you got a die and a key. I'm gonna go in and get them. Gonna go in and get them. We have 4 keys left, none special. Dark room is a little rough because it's the entirety of our run depends on this. Damn it. We haven't technically done. I think we have to take it. I was like, I could technically roll the dice, but I think I probably would. We're sheltered. Oh, I could kiss you. I could kiss you right now. Shelter. Let's go. Den here allows us to draft a lot. Walk-in closet might give us car key. We have 2 dice. The ones that we want to try and draft foundation in are not this way. They're the other way. Do I risk it for the biscuit and see if we can't get car key here? If I got car key, right, I could go dining room, parlor. I could go all the way out. How many times have I been in hallway? 1, 2. Fuck. I can't go back. I can't get car key and go back. Because then I went 1, 2. This would be 3. And then you can't go anywhere. Yeah, so I have to play it like... I can't play it like I can go back to garage. I can go back through hallway to get to workshop. Wait, but is that even helpful to me? God damn it. This freaking... No. It's not workshop that I'm searching for. It's the shelter computer that I'm searching for. Even if I could go back... Even if I got, like, a broken lever right now, it would not make sense to go back to build the thing because I can only go back through hallway one more time. So I can't make it to workshop and then save whatever it is I'm building. So I have to play right now for an upgrade disc and then go use it in the computer. So I need to hit din. I can draft over here right now. I don't have to step into the room. There's weight room. Take us down to 30 something, 32. Okay. Let's go here. Car key doesn't work. Commissary is the only one we're hoping for here. Please have the thing. Please have the thing. I have the money. Please have the thing. No. Commissary or car key wouldn't have worked. Commissary doesn't work now. Default I can't really do. And then what are the other ones? Tomb. How am I forgetting? There's one in freezer, but like that's not very close. Am I forgetting anything? I feel like that's everything. I can buy a lot of footsteps with kitchen, but I don't know that I'm ever going to make it back to kitchen. $29. At this point, I believe we are just drafting for foundation. So let's do that. Did I just pick a... No, okay. I did not ignore a red room. Okay. That room I can't draft. This room I can draft, but it's locked. Probably observatory here, to be honest with you. Because we don't need to go to the top rank. Unless we get like clock tower or something. But what am I going to do if I get clock tower? We take observatory. Get the star, and dinner has technically been served. Southern Cross is not good for getting foundation. That gets us 1 gem to 9 stars. So it was not Claxis. It was different than I thought. Now is where we hope and we pray for foundation. We have 3 abilities to redraw. I could technically just do it here. I could also hit courtyard and then give ourselves a couple more chances. Because courtyard might mean if this room is not security locked, it's not. Beautiful. That we can maybe, depending on the amount of keys. Foundation, please. Oh. I think I'm going to redraw. Nothing here is, I mean, study is decent, but nothing here is more valuable to me than the ability to potentially get foundation. I hope that I'm barking up the right tree for foundation. I don't think foundation can be in C8. Let's redraw once. I think I have to take aquarium. That does give me a die. Is this room locked? It is. I don't want to waste my key there. I'm going to go in here. That's broken lever. That's really funny. So we did get... If we had coat check, we could technically have made... And there's weight room. We could technically have made it. But the problem is we'd have to go back to workshop and then... Maybe workshop needs to be less rare. I'm not kidding. If it was less rare, we could get it slightly later into the run. This is our final key. We're going to use our dice here, I believe. Okay, we're going to use our dice. This would be an amazing place to put a foundation. Last die. Dang. I mean, we can technically keep drafting if these are unlocked, but I don't know that they are. My guess would be no. I don't think we've done anything in this specific run that we need to save. So if we messed up here, it would be okay. That's unlocked. That's crazy. Crazy that that's unlocked. I would never have guessed that. Okay. We have 28 footsteps, so we're good to keep going, actually. Also, now we just gained even more. Okay. I mean, things are good. We could do a ballroom here to... keep us at a decent amount of... It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The rooms we've never drafted before, though. Yeah, I knew it would be locked eventually. What a run. No foundation. Well, I think we probably do at least one more. Let's do one more. This will be my final one. Final run for the day. I just want to get this. I want to get this. It's a tough little challenge. If you couldn't tell by now, because of the fact that I've talked about it a million times, what gets me is the, like, generally, I feel very good when a game rewards me for scheming and strategizing, and in a game this tight where you really need one extra key, and then that will really help you. Or might really help you. I feel really good when that extra we're out of this. This actually would be nice. On the other hand, I would love to get the... What I was trying to say is I feel really... it feels really good when you get rewarded, when taking the time to strategize or scheme pays off. So far, right now, I feel like we are in a stuck place. What is the right call here? Let's take Tomb. I just feel like we should probably get security relatively early at some point. And if we can do that, we get one upgrade, and that's good. I did like Shrine and getting getting a blessing going, so we will do that more often. But that's okay. This is how it goes sometimes. We're in a hard place. We're stuck in a corner. That's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight, losing my religion. But it's going to feel really good when we get out of here. And frankly, I'm having a great time being stuck. So. But I would have an even better time if my hard work was paid off. Okay. We have an upgrade disc in hand. We have a battery pack in the coat check. The two most likely good outcomes for us, or things to chase, are if workshop has a broken lever in it, or if we can just get security right away. A right away security would be so nice. Just give me a right away security. Don't even make me work for it. Wouldn't that be grand? Does it cost 10 or 15? I'm gonna ignore that for now. Corridor is better the longer you wait. I need to remember that. Corridor is more, you get more value for it the longer you wait. I'm gonna do a crazy thing here. Grab storeroom, but don't walk in. Ugh, is that stupid? Depends. It depends. Might be a very stupid thing to do. I'm not gonna walk in yet. If I walk in, I guarantee I use one of the 3 times that I can walk in and out of hallway on that room. Take commissary, for sure. Two, 3. Fuck. Do you have the thing that I need? Okay, are you following? I'm going to say it out loud just because it's funny to me. Okay, here's the problem. Here's why you should probably just walk into storeroom in that situation. I think an upgrade disc costs 10. I could be wrong. It could be 15 from commissary. If I would have walked into storeroom, walked back out, that would have been my second time in hallway. I could have then walked into commissary, bought if it costs 10, and an upgrade disc if it is for sale. Then walked out, 3, and then I'm good. I would never have to walk back. Instead, I do not currently have the money to buy an upgrade disc, meaning I have to leave. I've been in hallway once. I have to leave and to never come back. Because I can't go into storeroom. That'd be 2, 3. I can't go into storeroom and commissary. I have to pick one right now, basically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick storeroom. We're never coming back into this wing of the house. I got my shit and I'm leaving. Okay, now we just hope and pray we can get security. And I hope that I can even walk out of this room into entrance hall without fucking it up. 3 squared is 9. 3 squared is 9 minus 4 is 5 divided by 5 is 1. 4, 8. Nope. Yeah, 2. Silver key. Parlor here is good. Maybe I should be ignoring everything and just going for conservatory a bunch and seeing if I can make the right rooms more the correct rarity. There are 2 false statements. A box with a false statement is empty. This box is empty. So if black is true, then false. A box with a false statement is true. Then white is false. Then false. It has the gems. I think that could work. Black is false. Sorry, black is true. This is false. A box with a false statement is empty is a false statement, meaning a box with a false statement is true, or is full of gems. This one is also false, meaning it has these refer to the same shit. If this were true, there are two. Or sorry, if this was false, then both of the other statements would have to be true. Which which might work. If the black box is false, then both other statements must be true. A box with a false statement is empty. That would say that this one is false, or is empty. Sorry. This box is empty would be true, meaning this box is empty, meaning this box would have the gems. Uh-oh. Let's try it again. If black is true, there are two false statements. Both of these must be false. Putting the gems in here. There's an unequivocal answer in that situation. The gems are in here. The box is in a... The gems are in a box with a true statement. Sorry, a false statement. If this is false, there are two false statements. That would mean that there are not two false statements. In that situation, the only thing that can happen is that there are two true statements. A box with a false statement is empty. It refers to this being empty. And this box is empty, meaning it's in here. I'm very confused. Let's take this one for a fact. If this one is true, I've been playing the game for too long today. My head hurts. I need more Coke. I need a nap. I'm going to get this one wrong. I feel like maybe I've gotten this one wrong before. I'm going to go with blue. I don't want to spend the time. I don't think it's worth it in this mode. Okay, I was wrong. I think it's probably in there. That's fine. I have to take archives here. The goal here is we must get either coat check or security. There's furnace, and the beginning of the end starts right now. That one's got a junction at least. Security costs 1 gem, right? Yes. So we're looking for an archived room that has 1 gem. Gotta take chapel. Let's go here because we can draft to the left rather than drafting from darkroom. Gotta take aquarium. Oh boy, this fucking game. This game mode specifically. I want to beat you. We'll take Maid's Chamber. We'll never go. Ooh, don't step in there. We'll never go in there. Okay, so we have a broken lever. We can draft here. I do have a special key. Let's do it. The odds of it being... Hold up. Let me think. If I put a special key there, I will almost certainly get gymnasium, which is not what I want. I would potentially also get security, but I can't pick security. I think I have to go basically and get the red rooms out of the way at this point because they're gonna appear. And so I have to pick. This might be security. I think I have to pick the red rooms until I have weight room out of the way. We have furnace, archives, dark room, maid's chamber, chapel, gymnasium. We have weight room, and we are missing one more. Aquarium doesn't count. Lavatory. So. Coat check is not a bad call here. This could be lavatory, though. I'm going to take the archived room. Coat check would let us put the upgrade disc in the coat check. But I don't even know that it's that important. It's just it's just outdoors. It's not that hard to get to, you know? There's a corridor. There's lavatory. We have to take it. We know that now. Cool. So weight room is the only one we haven't seen yet. This room is unlocked. We have 1 key, 1 gem. Weight room costs nothing. Workshop would actually be kind of cool here because we could almost build the thing. But I got to focus on what I'm doing. Please be... Fuck. I think I can technically get back here. And it's technically a... Where's the food? God damn it. This is technically a room that I don't think weight room could work in. So we're going to go all the way back. And hopefully I don't ruin the day. Is this our third time in? Nope. So what I'm trying to say is on this corner, not in this room, but in the room after it, I could technically get security. Which would be, oh, I have to take, fuck, I don't have enough gems. It's going to be a dead end. God damn it. Cool. Ah. I'm down, but I'm not beaten. And don't worry, it has crossed my mind. I'm definitely down, but I'm definitely not beaten. It has crossed my mind. What if I restarted? I'm on day 27. I haven't made 27 days worth of progress. I've made probably 6 days worth of progress, 7 days worth of progress, 8 days. What if I redrafted so that I maybe got different dares? It's crossed my mind. I'm not doing it. I'm a stubborn motherfucker. And I'm not going to let this mode beat me. I just don't know how I'm going to beat it yet. And that is the gist of it. Thanks so much for watching. I'm sorry if my frustration has I hope that the frustration comes across in good in the way that I'm intending it to, which is like I'm having a good time. I just am determined to beat it. And my determination is running up against a brick wall. I hope you're enjoying my frustration though. I'll see you guys in the next episode. And I'm sure in that episode, everything will go excellently. I'll see you soon. Bye. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video. I'll see you soon.